is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. He now has 56 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's Gibson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Finds his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. conditions. The give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Aggies in the hurry-up. Might as well run him again. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Again, running right, it's Gibson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Snags it. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw. Right side, it's Gibson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to run, it's Gibson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Escapes the pressure to his right. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Still running at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Here's Reed to throw. Moving out to the right. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Mays. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. He's at the touchdown. Gator rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lets it develop. It's Gibson. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. It's first down from the 37-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Making the adjustment. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right side, it's Gibson. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 23 team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Mustangs, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. At the 45, on its way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Reed makes the grab. Stopped right there. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Moving the pocket, it's Reed. The throw. Just barely got rid of it.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing Reed. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Again, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Here's Gibson to begin the drive. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Oh, pressure's coming. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move, he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Looking for a crease. It's Henderson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. Driven back.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
4th down, Reed. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He'll be dropped.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Gibson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They'll run for it. It's Gibson. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the... And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. He's at the... Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Reed. Under pressure. Makes a grab deep. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Here comes the 2-point try. Drops back, it's Reed. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, going to throw it. Still looking to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset.
He's got it inside the 25. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Aggies want to move quickly. Here's Reed to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Reed. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mays. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. 2nd down to the air. Flips it out to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He's looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibson. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Reed. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He tries to take the top off. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back.
He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Reed to the air again. Caught over the middle. It's Warren.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Stepping to the right. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
On the run, it's Henderson. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The handoff. And they swarm him under.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wilson. Now, check, now, leak.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Gibson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Caught. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Extending the play. Fires into the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock, you can run the football, you can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Here's Reed to throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team, appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Defense still has a couple of timeouts here, David, but the offense ought to have things well in hand. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst.
He unleashes a long one. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not...
Trying to burn this defensive back. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole